Hello children, welcome to this session. Grade 4, Social Science, Chapter 2, Soils of India, Video 1. Before entering into the lesson, we have to learn some new words from the lesson. First one, humus, dead plants and animals, matter that decomposes and mixes with the soil. Second one, porous, presence of tiny holes through which air or water can pass. Third one, embankment, a raised wall or bank of earth to prevent a river flooding an area. Next one, deforestation, the cutting down of trees. The last one is aerate, to allow air to fill into a substance like soil, water, etc. Soil. Soil is the top layer of the surface of the earth where plants grow and animals live. It is also the layer that contains water. It is composed of sand, mud, humus, and minerals. In this lesson, we are going to learn about formation of soil, layers of soil, soil conservation, importance of soil, soil erosion, and different types of soils in India. Formation of soil. Now in this lesson, we are going to learn about how soil is formed from this topic. Soil is formed by weathering or breaking down of rocks. Due to the continuous process of weathering, soil is constantly formed and deposited on the surface of the earth. This process has been going on for millions of years. Weathering takes place in two ways. First one is by water and by wind. Now we are going to see a brief description of formation of soil by water. By water. Fast blowing rivers carry rocks that grin against each other and break into smaller pieces. Over a period of time, the pieces become smaller and smaller. Finally, they run into sand, mud, and soil. The rivers carry this soil with them and deposit it on the banks along their way. Waves also cause weathering by continuously beating against rocks, causing them to break. The second formation is by wind. Wind carries the loose particles of mud and gravel from one place to another. These particles crash against rocks and mountains with great speed and result in wearing down the edges of rocks and mountain sides. Due to the continuous process of weathering, layers of soil keep getting deposited. Plants grow in the soil, die, and finally get mixed with it. These dead plants and animals provide the soil with its nutrients and make the soil fertile. The next one is deposition. Here, the dropping of sediments in a new place is called as deposition. The examples of this deposition are island and sand dunes. The next one is layers of soil. Here, the layers of soil is divided into three. That is, soil comprises mainly of three layers. The uppermost layer is the topsoil. The second layer is the subsoil. Below the subsoil, at the bottom, is the bedrock from which the soil has been produced. Topsoil. This is the topmost layer of the soil where plants grow and animals live. This is the ground layer we walk upon. Topsoil is formed when decaying plant and animal matter called humus mixes with the soil. This layer is mostly very rich and fertile. It could be dark or light in color, depending upon the quantity of clay and humus present in it. The second one is the subsoil. Subsoil is the second layer of the soil and consists of 3 sublayers. The first sublayer is made mostly of sand and silt and is light in color. It also has pebbles and gravel in it. The second sublayer contains clay and some mineral deposits. Roots of various trees grow down to this layer. The third sublayer of subsoil is composed of broken rock. Plant roots cannot penetrate this layer. The last one is the bedrock soil. This is the last layer of the soil. This layer has solid rock, which is hard and does not allow water to pass through it. In this chapter, only we learnt about this. The next part of the lessons will be continued in the next video. The following are the questions which is related to this session. First one is, what is soil? How is soil formed? Draw and label the layers of soil. This question you have to refer content book, page number 23. Fourth question, name any 2 ways of weathering. The last question, what are the sublayers of the soil? Thank you, children. The remaining session will be continued in video 2. Thank you.